can we just like real quick take the time to admire this one cutscene? And if you haven't seen this ever, go ahead and just watch this real quick.
Thank you for flying Ranger 2-1 line. I'll be your steward as team leader today. Also known as first on, last off. Today we'll be serving rounds of 5.56, followed by our main course, all-you-can-eat Taliban. Hope you like foreign foods. Hernandez, ready to let the big dog bark? Yeah! Woof, woof, woof!
Oh, fuck this. I seen this movie. Private, switch with me.
Fogham, Gold Digger 1 on approach to LZ4.
Roger, Gold Digger 1, proceed.
200 AGL, flaring for landing. 5 seconds!
Let's get to work! Go to red! Go, go, go! Move, move, move! Adam! Adam's over here! What do you got? What do you got? Yeah, I got nothing. No targets. Rear is clear!
Fogham, Gold Digger 1, customers are dropped off.
All right. Want 3 fire teams, 30 meters apart. The mission is to make our way to BP Ginger. Watch your fires. We are engaging combatants only. What the hell?
Adams, this way, come on!
I got it. Go! Go!
Medal of Honor is probably one of the most underrated shooters out there. After 11 years, people either completely forgot about it, never heard of it, or have such a special place for it in their heart that even to this day, they still pick it up from time to time and most likely play what I'd say is one of the best, realistic, at least by 2010 standards, campaigns in the entire Medal of Honor franchise, rivaling those of old. My name is Blue the Robot, and if you enjoy this game as much as I did back in the day, or maybe you've never heard of it and looking to know more, then consider subscribing to the channel for future content just like this, and really any immersive shooter out there. So, this 2010 installment into the Medal of Honor family was met with some pretty harsh and mixed reviews when it originally released. Some considered it to be either too harsh for gamers, or that the franchise was just following the crowd of shooters. Well, with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 coming out just a year prior, you either hated this game or you loved this game. To be honest, I personally have a special connection with this game, as it was actually one of the factors that helped propel me into joining the army. Now, don't get too political down in the comments saying this was a recruitment tactic. I've always wanted to join up since I was really a kid, especially after seeing 9/11 happen and seeing how distraught my parents were back in the day. But after seeing that Ranger heli insertion in the game, the camaraderie between freaking NPCs, that meant a lot to a 15-year-old Blue the Robot back in the day. This was also about 7 to 8 years already into the Afghanistan war when this game came out. And the fact that this game showed a realistic depiction of Afghanistan, showcasing the harsh yet beautiful terrain, to even the beginnings of the Afghan National Army, while Special Forces worked with and fought side by side with them. I mean, seriously, the best part of the entire game, in my opinion, is the breathtaking campaign. I mean, I actually, even after all these years, got attached to the characters, and even listening to the conversations between firefights and even during, showed that while this game was being serious, they actually cared for one another. And that definitely is due in part to the writing and sound design of this game. But I did have a few gripes with it back in the day. Either it being game-breaking glitches, to the campaign really only being 5 hours long, and that's even if you're taking your time with it. But other than that, the music and by far the ending is one of the most bittersweet moments, in my opinion, in all of gaming history. And if you know, you know. Now, the most underrated aspect of Medal of Honor 2010 is for sure the multiplayer. Now, of course, this game was developed by DICE, which of course utilized the Frostbite engine back in the day, but this was during the time of Battlefield Bad Company 2. So that game definitely played a part in casting a shadow over the Medal of Honor franchise. But for the people who did play back in its heyday, you'll probably get a lot of great comments talking about how realistic the TTK was compared to the Call of Duties at the time. I believe Black Ops came out in 2010. I'm talking about the original Black Ops, not whatever that crap was. And of course, compared to the Bad Company series, you didn't have huge maps with planes and helis flying all over the place. It was pretty much more linear combat that you got. But you did end up getting a Bradley for the American side, so that's pretty cool. You also did get some destructible environments as well. But besides that, the level design and detail were by far the best part of the multiplayer. The immersion that you would get fighting in the valleys and hills of Afghanistan, or even taking control over Bagram Air Base. Coupled that with the great gun mechanics that felt very hard hitting, satisfying, and even chunky, kind of like, but in a good way. It was such a great multiplayer experience. All that, but it feels like not too many people got to experience that multiplayer, sadly. I even tried playing a server recently here in 2021, but all I was met with was 2 full Russian servers with very high ping, and when I did join those servers, I would usually end up getting kicked. But when I did end up getting to fight during those matches, there's a few things that I realized. One, that there was a learning curve that I would have to learn all over again, and I don't have time for that in all honesty. At least not with this game. 2, the people that are still playing it even to this day have been playing it for so long that they can take advantage of the old mechanics and old spawn systems and pretty much make it impossible for someone who would be new, even someone like me, to get into the game. I mean, he'd be met with super sweaty players still rocking it at this game. But hey, I really can't complain too much for an 11-year-old game. But to pretty much sum it all up, and to give you guys the reason why I even made this video in the first place, well, that's because I believe in a few things. 1, it feels like the gaming industry has lost its touch. It really feels like the gaming industry, especially in the hardcore tactical realm, needs some fresh eyes and fresh IPs coming in. 2, I think the Medal of Honor franchise could probably start to make a comeback, seeing how far Call of Duty has fallen. I know it's probably unrealistic for the Medal of Honor franchise to come back, but hey, one can hope so. And 3, hardcore tactical shooters are on the rise. I mean, just look at Sandstorm and Hell Let Loose coming to consoles, and how popular Escape from Tarkov got. This game could make a resurgence and showcase what it means to be a realistic first-person shooter. Again, these are all my opinions, and I'll admit I had some nostalgia glasses on the entire time, but I really do think there is something special here with this game. But anyways, guys, my name is Blue the Robot. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please hit that like button, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Oh, and I almost forgot one important thing. For Mother and for Rabbit.